Thanks for tuning in. I am here at the launch site and sitting in my truck, actually. Sitting in the truck here. Trying to keep the sound of the wind down. They are doing some berm work here. And I heard that they were doing some chopsticks kind of stuff too. I don't see anything yet with the chopsticks, but I just got here as well. But the big thing that I see happening, I'll pan to the right as well. Everybody, I'm sitting in my truck doing this. I will get outside. It looks like the wind here is not as strong as over at the build site. With the wind, with the buildings over there at the build site, it kind of funnels the wind. Hey, Folded Eagle, William. But they are taking apart the last parts of the, looks like of this big berm. And it's a good thing that it just rained. Birdman, hey, nice to see you today as well. It's a good thing. It rained overnight, so I'm just going through the course of the day here. It's a cold day, but it rained last night and this morning. So there's a lot of water on the site, but it also means that the last time they took apart a berm this big, there was a lot of dust and everything in the air. And you can see, I guess maybe you might be able to see some of when these excavators pick up some of the dirt. You can see the mesh there, and I think they compacted all that dirt and everything, and if it hadn't rained, maybe there would have been a lot more dust, because a few months ago they took apart this berm here where the concrete along the road is, and where this new fencing is here on the right. This all used to be a berm before. And when they took that apart, there was a lot of dust in the air from that. So, hey Dexter, thanks, Darren. Yeah, I've been missing being able to do them as well. I just had to get my truck fixed, you know. So it's working. It's working now. So yesterday was my first day out here in about 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, happy Monday, everybody. Same to you, man. No enemies. Yeah, I did a video a little bit earlier, maybe a half hour ago, from the build site, looking at the high bay construction, and I got a lot of feedback that the wind over there was kind of strong. I saw on Twitter, I believe it was, that I saw someone got, you too, Al, Dexter? Yeah, awesome. I saw, there's a lot more I can chat with you about there too, Dexter. Someone had posted a photo and said that there had been like 80 dump trucks that had left the site here yesterday. So apparently they are, if that tweet was correct, they are trucking a lot of dirt out of here. Maybe they're taking apart the berm there first, and then trucking out the dirt afterwards. I wonder if anyone has any information about what was the reason that they took apart why are they taking apart the berms? Maybe it didn't meet the standards for safety. You know, if something happened here with the, maybe, you know, if there was ever an explosion here or something, maybe, I'm just guessing, maybe these berms weren't going to be tall enough or strong enough or something, or maybe they already served their purpose for whatever that was, or maybe they just decided to, it'll be getting concreted, yeah. Maybe they decided to they had these white tanks here on the left. Maybe they're like, hey, we want to expand the tank farm, you know? I don't know what the reason is, but yeah, I'm very curious to see what the reasoning is. Yesterday, I don't know if any of you, if some of you may not have seen it, but yesterday they took the chopsticks. Yeah, I like the Berms too. I liked them. They took the catch arm all the way up to the top of the tower there yesterday, the 9th of January 2022, and I did a 3.5 hour or so video of that lifting of the chopstick. So if you want to see that, you could check onto yesterday's video. They can't use the vertical methane tanks. Huh, interesting. Something to do with fencing and containment of methane storage. Johnny and Birdman, that's some good info there. So I'll go look at the, my understanding is these two tanks on the right here are the methane tanks. And then the two ones on our side, this one, the middle two are nitrogen, and the back there on the left, all the way on the left, and then in the back, that back corner is liquid oxygen. But these two here on the right are methane, is what I'm understanding. So you're saying they can't have those tanks there, those two methane tanks, Johnny? And then Bourbon saying something to do with fencing and containment of methane storage. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Thanks, guys. Very awesome, awesome. Wonder what the reasoning is. You know. I'll keep it on the tank farm and the excavation. I'll do it that way, since these are all kind of pertinent to what we're talking about here. Here we go. That's good. I'll lock it in. All right. It's good to be inside the truck today. Oh, I see. Yeah, I just saw a dump truck leaving the site here with a bunch of dirt in the background. So I'll get that shot here. I'm going to move to the right here, right now. So they're bringing in dump trucks, and I just saw one leave. So yes, they are taking dump trucks in, and I just saw a dump truck leave with a bunch of dirt. So that is a fact. It's happening right now. I just saw two dump trucks come in and one leave with dirt. All right, so I'll go back to the shot here. Greetings, Luis Caressa. There's a Dr. Felice from South America as well. Luis, I thought you were him originally. 36 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit, but that sounds pretty warm. I don't know about the new fence. It kind of looks a little flimsy to me, but they did paint it black. That's a good thing. I'm going to go back in the chat. I missed a little bit about the water tank thing here. I heard they can't use the vertical methane tanks. Okay, something about the fencing. NSF talked about it Saturday. Maybe they can possibly use the vertical tanks they can't use for water. So yeah, there is one water tank, but maybe they can't use the water tank. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Hey Dexter, what kind of thoughts do you have about the Starship? You know, it's there on pad B. They did a static fire on it, right? Did something happen with one of the engines when they did the static fire? Yeah, the fence is see-through. Huh? Let me get that fence there on the right, and we'll talk about it a little bit briefly. Texas rules about the storage of methane. That's cool. So, as far as the new fence is concerned, we can see three colors of the fence here. all the way on the right, they've painted this black, and in the distance, past my mirror on my truck, is more fencing. So that fencing way back there has been there quite a while. So they started to paint this black to look like that fencing back there on the right. So they're probably going to paint this all that same color. So they started here, and these are going to get painted. And I guess it's going to be here a while if they're painting it black. That seems to be the when they do it. That's the kind of stuff that they leave here once they paint it. So yeah, maybe it's going to be here a while is what I'm agreeing. And see, there's another dump truck going in. So yeah, they are most likely trucking all this dirt out of here from this berm. Wonder where they're taking it. Yeah. They need a place to dump some dirt. I know a place in Brownsville they can dump it. Hey, Laura said, yeah. So if anyone has a connection to SpaceX and they know if they're trying to get rid of the dirt, let them know that Ocean Cam has a spot that they can dump a lot of their dirt, maybe all of their dirt, in Brownsville, 18 miles from the launch site. So they just loaded up a truck right there with some dirt. I'll keep it here for a little bit so we get that shot once more. Man, it's cold outside. Whew. There we go. Got some dirt getting loaded up. On Mars, if we were to go to Mars and truck that dirt over there, that dirt would probably be, I don't know, $1 million, $2 million. How much would you pay for that kind of dirt on Mars? Because I know water in space is about $10,000 per pound. So that dirt's got to be pretty expensive. If any of you have a swimming pool, just calculate how many gallons of water are in your swimming pool, and then multiply that by about 8.34, because there's about 8 point so many pounds per gallon. So first you got to figure out how many pounds, maybe in your bathtub. Figure out, there's a good science, technology, education, and math, STEM, fun calculation. Hey Jill from Virginia, nice, wonderful holiday. Yeah, right. Thanks. Nice to see you here as well, Jill. So in space, at today's prices, 1 pound of water in space, one Earth pound of water in space costs $10,000 to get it there. So you could figure out then there's more than 8 pounds per gallon of water. 1 gallon of water weighs over 8 pounds here on the Earth. So you could calculate how many gallons of water are in your tub at home, if you have a tub. If you don't have a tub, you could think about how many gallons of water are in the swimming pool, any swimming pool, and then multiply that by $10,000. And that is the value of that amount of water in space. Okay, so Captain Pike says the big berm that we're seeing there that they're taking apart was to protect the orbital tank farm on the left from the landing site on the right. So that would mean that, see, on the right here was the suborbital launch site for the pads A and B, suborbital. Means they didn't go into orbit, but here on the left, the tower is orbital. It's going to go into orbit. But everything here, so that's the orbital tank farm on the left. This is to go into orbit. And then on the right, we had the suborbital pads A and B, and the landing site for these suborbital launch sites over here was right there in the center of the parking lot. So Captain Pike was saying that since they're not doing any more suborbital launches, that's why they don't need the berm anymore. Pretty interesting. That's a big. They probably had to. If that's true, they had to think about that for a while. Yeah, suborbital berm, huh? They probably had to think about that for a while before taking it apart, because like when they take that apart, they're like, yeah, we're never going to have another opportunity to do a suborbital launch. Then maybe they kind of said, hey, we don't need to do them anymore. Wow. Or at least off of pad A and B, you know, at least off of pad A and B, because they could always do suborbital off of the orbital launch pad, right? That's pad A and B over there. Orbital launch pad is right behind that big white tank. Let's get the whole tower in view here if we can. Yeah, there we go. Lock it in. Yeah, they just can't land it, right? So maybe they can still launch off of pad A and B, but not land on that area there. Huh. They are looking to do catching of the booster here, right? So I guess they're just not going to land in that parking lot where they were landing earlier with Starship 15. Ah, they're going to move the white tanks there to the right, you think? Wow. Some type of horizontal tank. There's a bunch more horizontal tanks behind the orbital tank farm here. There's a bunch of horizontal, I don't know if it's helium or whatever. But if that's the case, I do see there is some piping here. We see that white piping that kind of juts around this corner and around the berm. But there is some other piping here, on the ground. So that would kind of indicate that they are doing some pipe work, and they're planning to do some stuff here. Oh, I think I'll get out of the truck here because I see more stuff here that'll be good to show. All right, it is cold outside, everybody. I'm gonna move the camera just a minute. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Okay. Plug the mic in. Here we go. All right, plugged in. Move it to a good spot here. Here we go. Got to remember to zoom out when I do that. Okay, I got the wind to my back. There's probably some wind sound, but we will be able to see some of what I was just looking to get in the photo here. Thanks for your patience. From India, Chennai, I was just talking about, like, we were talking about the horizontal tanks here. Yeah. So Captain Pike says the horizontal tanks are now taking over the function of the 2 vertical tanks that did not receive. Oh wow, that did not receive Texas certification. Are you talking about the? So I'm gonna zoom out. We're seeing here some type of horizontal tank here. I'll have to get my other camera to see what it says on this horizontal tank. I don't think you're talking about this one though. That's either helium or some other type of thing there. That's in the middle of the landing site. But over here on the left is it, are you saying these 2 white horizontal tanks are taking the place of the methane tanks? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, no enemies. But maybe in Florida things are different over there too. So awesome. So awesome. Thanks, Captain Pike. Thank you. So just for those of y'all who might not follow, the word is that these 2 tanks here on the right, these 2 tanks are being replaced by these 2 tanks here because these 2 didn't get certification clearance, but these 2 did. Awesome, guys and gals. Thank you, guys. That's cool. That's cool. Yep, no enemies. Captain Pike. All right. They needed to do a containment. I got you. Man, it is cold. All right. I'm gonna walk around still. I think I'll walk around a little bit more. Oh, I guess before I leave this site, I'll get a shot. Yeah, Dave, we were just chatting about that. They look at this. There's a bunch of tankers there lined up. I'm going to lock this in. Here we go. So they're loading up. Yesterday I saw a liquid nitrogen tank. Well, it's cold for Texas, huh? This is probably a warm winter day for New York or wherever, you know. But here in Texas, this is cold. All right, so we got 3 tankers lined up fueling these, probably, I don't know, liquid oxygen or liquid nitrogen. I'll get over there later and see what they are. 1, 2, 3 is what I count. Yep, I count 3. I haven't checked for road closures in a while, so I can't give any update on that. But yeah, we do. There are some tankers here. Yesterday they did a bunch of yeah, 63 in Nevada. Wow, that's cold. All right, I gotta stop freezing here. Okay. All right, so chopsticks are moving. Okay, let me see. I got it locked in on the chopsticks, so we'll see. I'll zoom up a little bit too. Here we go. I see the cables are moving quite a bit because it is a windy afternoon. Very windy. I don't see any movement with the chopsticks. Does anyone else see any movement on any other channels or anything? I went up a little bit. I got you. Well, I'll keep an eye on that. I will get in my truck as well. And let me zoom up the tower here from this location. And I did see something else I want to get in the view here. They're taking away the dirt. Yeah, there was a big berm there, John, and they are scooping it away. Nova Scotia, Grey Wolf, -7C. Wow. Okay, look here at this GSC4. I think it's a GSC4 tank. Anyway, to the right there, we can see kind of that umbilical cord is not attached. So that looks similar to the cord on the, to me, it looks similar to the Starship umbilical cord there on the right. Small movements earlier? Okay, thanks. Yeah, I got the word when I was over at the build site that there was some movement, and that's kind of why I came this direction. But I did meander. I didn't come straight here, so. All right, it is windy, it's cold. Let me, my next move is gonna be to move toward the main gate here and to get some of that footage. And then I will get out the camera and do some other photography with that. All right, I'm going to journey that way. I'll take you all with me. I'm zoomed out, so it'll be less bumpy, and it is windy, so there is going to be some noise on the mic. Sorry, everybody, for the quick change here. All right, here I go. Here we go. I'll stay here. They just did some type of announcement. I'm not sure what it was. Just a minute, everybody. All right, I got it down. Try to put this down. Good. Wanted to at least get a shot like this. Here we go. All right. There's a bunch of interesting stuff going on here. At the site, there's there's some people up on the, there's a lift under the Starship, but also on the orbital launch pad, there is a lift on the orbital launch pad as well. Let me get that shot. So there's a lift up there on the orbital launch pad. It's kind of unusual. I don't think I've ever seen a lift just go right up over the top there and with a person. Let me zoom out. I get some other shots here. All right, I'm gonna go back to the Starship view. Kind of looks like it is a very overcast day. You can see it here, and I will get the booster 3, kind of focus on booster 3 a little bit. This morning I put out a music video from pictures from yesterday. If some of you have seen it, it's awesome, huh? Yeah, awesome video. All right, I got locked in. I'll zoom in a little bit. So they haven't, I don't see any additional pieces that they've cut, but yesterday they cut this piece here from the bottom of the booster 3. So this is what they cut yesterday, and then they moved it over there. It looks like they did move it to the right a little bit because they originally set down booster 3 more toward the left here. So they must have moved it over at some time in the last 12, 15 hours. When they first set that down, I got it I got it in the music video that I put out this morning. Thanks, Sofa King. Good morning. Good afternoon. When I in that movie from the thing I put out this morning, this booster was more toward the left in the center of that. It was more toward the left there. So, yeah. Okay, Jill says road closures Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The 13th, 14th, and 15th. So cool. Thanks, Jill. I'll be sure to check that out now since you mentioned it. Thank you. Colben, Hamburg, Germany. Flugstier. Cool. That's about it. On top of Hoppy, there is that triangular. I was told this triangular piece here on top of Hoppy is a new kind of antenna that's used to sense drones, to detect and monitor the drones in the area. So that is something new. Lynn of Starbase today told me that when he was here. That's about it. I can maybe get one more shot of the digging of the berm. I can move to the right another 50 feet and then get the shot to the left here without having this black fence in front of us. So that's the next thing that I can see that I can do, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Sofa King, thank you so much, sir. You are the best. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we have some of the dirt coming out. All right, so they do have one of those white horizontal tanks over here, right? But they also have another one over here. This is where they used to land the Starships, right here in the middle of the parking lot. But they have another one of those horizontal tanks over there too. So they are starting to use this more, this area here where they used to land everything. Move to the right a little bit more, and we'll get a good shot of all this groundwork here going on. Yeah, we got a good shot here. So they've been doing some announcements over the loudspeakers here, setting down the tripod here. Just a minute. Okay, here we go. They've been doing some ground loudspeaker announcements. I don't know if it's due to the wind or what. I don't see anything else happening but strong wind here. So I talked with the surveyor company. They're thinking maybe this Thursday they're gonna do that survey. Originally they said early this week, but it looks like they pushed it back a little bit. But it's gonna be I think this Thursday for where we're going to put the camera. I rented some land out here by the launch site, pretty close to where I am, but a little bit more to the west here. And that survey is going to happen maybe on Wednesday. Adios, Captain Pike. Yeah, Booster 3, right? That's going to be an amazing thing when they do that. And I'll be able to get that footage when it happens, most likely, from the remote camera. It'll be a spectacular day when they launch to Hawaii. They're probably they said they're gonna launch from here to the first suborbital speed, but suborbital launch to Hawaii from this location. And should be set up by that time with the remote camera and having a lot of the glitches worked out. So that's what the support and donations go to, in addition to the cash for gas and everything else. So thanks for your support over the last almost a year, and I'm excited to see just continue to walk it forward, because I like doing what I'm doing, and I'm working on the side as well when I can get work. So this should continue this progression of footage and Ocean Camera Space Corp mission is check if you're on LinkedIn. You should check out the Ocean Camera Space Corp LinkedIn company page. Just go to LinkedIn and type in Ocean Camera Space Corp, because it's pretty awesome. And you can check out my profile, Paul S. Marcos, on LinkedIn. I have over 100 companies now, with 100 individuals in the space field who have accepted friend requests with myself. So it's happening. Ocean Camera Space Corp is happening, and just another day. Get walk forward here. If you're ever looking for something fun to listen to, you can go to the Ocean Camera Space Corp YouTube channel and look for the music playlist, because SpaceX music playlist I've been doing when I get a lot of photos. I've been making. There's over 20 videos there now with different, pretty good music, and you could just put them all on autoplay or listen to select ones, and that's what I do sometimes. I'll go back and listen to the music. What I was looking to get yesterday was a picture of the big ratchet, the blue ratchet there at the base of the tower. I was not able to get it from the view I had yesterday, but it is there. It would have been cool to get that shot while they lifted the chopsticks. It's kind of hard to see, but it is right there. Blue. It's not so viewable from here, but that's it right there. So I will continue to get a bunch of shots here. I'll zoom in once more. I'll continue to get a bunch of shots with my camera, and I'll put out some either tonight or tomorrow. I'll put out another kind of much better view of some of the shots here. I could do a live stream with the other camera, and I could get that same view right now. I don't know if it's worth doing. It is a windy day, and there's not much going on. I have the other camera here, and I could easily do it. There's not a tremendous amount of stuff going on right now, though. So that's some of my thinking around that. This kind of day is really good for photography, though, because the lighting is pretty good. We got some overhead lighting that's kind of makes it really easy to see stuff without any sun, glare from the sun. Yeah, launch day will be one of the best days ever, right? Yeah. So there is a fundraiser. I've been mentioning this quite a bit, and there's a reason. The reason I'm mentioning it is because I'm gonna have some big expenses for the setting up the remote camera, and the bigger the fundraising for that, the bigger the potential for that remote camera is going to be. So just mentioning it, I've been mentioning it on every video. There is a fundraiser in the description of this video for the winter fundraiser, or you can donate in any other way. So I encourage you to donate if you haven't already, and I thank everybody who's donated over the last 10 months. It's been amazing, everybody. So. I've been working hard too, so definitely worth every penny. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna sign out here, unless anyone wants me to continue. I think it's a good point to transition to taking photos. I'll walk all over this site. I'll go down to the dunes. I'll go up on those. It is a super cold day, but I will walk around with the camera and just get a bunch of still shots, and maybe some live, maybe I can get some video too, and work that into a music video for tonight. Hopefully later this week it'll be warmer. We'll have the sun again and more activity on our side. When it's sunnier here, more stuff happens here as well. So it's better for everybody. It's warmer and not as windy. I'll step in front of the camera. Okay, space CORP. It's windy, so I'm protecting the mic a little bit. I know the sound is tricky today, but thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Marcos. Birdman. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Namaste, everybody. Good day. See you soon. Talk to you soon. Chat later. Bye. Have a good, awesome day, guys. Ladies.